As women, we juggle different roles in life. Wife, mother, employee, and daughter. At some point, we have all been told, directly or indirectly, that we shouldn't pursue something, to play it safe, not be too loud, or too much, or too beautiful, or not beautiful enough. Don't ever let somebody tell you that you are not enough, that your dreams are too big, or that you can't do something. Surround yourself with women who want you to rise, who celebrate your success, who believe in your dreams. Together, let's help each other to rise. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be heard. Divine woman, you deserve to rise. I am Cinti, and I am a woman's woman.
I'm Dawn Richard, a conscious love coach.
I am Paulina Malmi. I'm a mindset transformation mentor.
I am Shelley, and I work as an empowerment and transformation coach.
I'm Charlotte, and I'm an Oracle of Destiny.
I am Benedict Ertzen, inspiring leader and business mentor.
I am Paula. I work as a space curator.
I am Tulay. I work as a producer in the film and television industry.
My passions are dance, travel, and my Wake Up to Real Love podcast.
And my passion is to help strong women overcome burnout.
My dream is to be a catalyst for the healing and empowerment of women.
My passion is to help women to remember the throne of their inner queendom, to remember that they're sovereign, sacred, and holy.
My passion are the projects that I get to create, help bring to life, and then share with the world.
We rise together, goddesses, by remembering our sacred feminine wisdom.
We will rise by lifting others.
I am possible, and I am.
And I am a woman's
woman.
Gorgeous woman, you are not meant to do this alone, and the reality is that you're not. Literally, you have a whole system waiting here for you. You have my whole team waiting here for you. You have me waiting here for you. All you have to do is reach out, click that link, and get in touch with us. And together, we will rise. I am Cinti, and I am a woman's woman. Hello, everyone. Wait, I'm going to get my camera sorted here. This is the first time we're going live in this format, so excuse me if we have technical difficulties, because that is literally, yeah. What's a good Cinti show without having holiday or technical difficulties or something going on? Okay, hello everyone. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to have you all here today, and I'm going to be speaking with Charlotte Szivak, who's one of my very, very dearest friends, colleagues, associates. I mean, we do everything together, and I'm just so excited to have her here with me today. So there's some things that I want to take you guys through before we get into everything. We have an announcement at the end of this live, so we're going to basically give you the opportunity to win a really amazing gift. All the details about how you can do that are in the comments, but the steps are basically, you need to go to my Cinti Kyam official page, like the page, then share this live from that page, make sure it's public, then include the caption of your message to yourself on how you will achieve your dreams or your passion. And then you'll get a chance to have an exclusive group experience with me, which is going to be absolutely beautiful. So that's that bit. I'm trying to get all this housekeeping out of the way because there is so much good stuff that we've got for you guys. Okay, so What have we got next? I've got an agenda, and this is also new for me. So we have greetings and engagement. Yes, done. Contest mechanics. Yes. Okay. So who is here today? Who's on this live? Can I get people sharing some stuff in the comments so that we know that you're here? I just wanted to also take a moment for those of you who don't know Charlotte. Charlotte is, they call her the Oracle of Destiny, and she is absolutely, she's a divine channel. She is one of the most amazing light workers, channels, psychics, galactic goddesses that I have ever had the pleasure to work with. So I really do love having Charlotte on the show, or like whenever I can. So I'm really excited to have her with us today.
Hello.
Hey, Charlotte.
Oh, you can hear me. Hello, aloha. What's alive? Bells. Especially during a Mercury retrograde and all the crazy planetary shenanigans that are going on right now. So.
Right, and we're literally experiencing them this morning. I'm like, okay, agenda's typical. Hey, Pauline, how you doing? Oh, Charlotte, thanks for joining me. So just so everyone knows, Charlotte and I usually talk like 3 or 4 times a week, and this past couple of weeks we've been so just doing launches and in our own world. So I'm not just excited to have you on the show, but I'm just excited to have you here with me and see you, Charlotte, because I've been missing you.
Me too. You've been missing so much from me, and it's been I'm so honored to be here with you, to pop this cherry with you, and to celebrate all the beautiful work that you've done and everything that you've come and built together and created. It's amazing. You have a fantastic team, and it's just so beautiful to see you developing and evolving and unfolding and opening up into your radiance. It's really amazing, and it's one of those proud moments for your friends when you watch your friends growing and evolving. It's really beautiful. So thank you so much for inviting me. I'm so honored, and I was trying not to cry watching the video because it's so emotional. It's such a beautiful it is such a great job. So thank you for including me in that.
But Charlotte, I just also want to say that, like, you've been such a huge part of my journey, and I really, would not be here without your support, without your love, without your guidance, without the like amazing galactic journeys that we have been together.
We've had a few.
Like, some of my biggest awakenings have happened in some of those, deeply transformative sessions that we've had together. So, wherever I am, it's always a team effort, and you are definitely on my closest team of friends, confidants, and you know where you are. So look, I thought that
I received that with so much love.
It's good, you should, because I love you. But I also wanted you to be able to talk about a little bit about what you're doing, because you've got Goddess Alchemy, and we kind of went through that whole birthing experience of your amazing program. So I would love you to let everyone know a little bit about that as well, just so that they can understand, just how deep your work goes.
Ooh, thank you. So Goddess Alchemy started off as a radio show back about almost 12 years ago. And I've been on tour as a psychic throughout North America, and traveling, doing tours to different sacred sites, expanding to across the globe, but in North America, Hawaii, Mexico, and really doing all kinds of activations and clearings and energy work. And but it was all really, when it came down to it, the sacred feminine wisdom, because of being introduced to the rose, but not understanding what the rose was, which was almost 18 years ago when I first connected with them, and then connecting with all these high spiritual, the Pleiades, the Syrians, the Lyrans, the Vegas, all the star seeds, the connections, and everything that unfolded throughout the entire experience. And as I was also growing and expanding and evolving into my own power, it was an incredible opening to see how now all the pieces are all coming together. And Goddess Alchemy radio show actually ended in about 2014 or 15. I'd done it for about 4 or 5 years, and I was so honored. I had some of the most amazing thought leaders and healers across the globe, and authors and beautiful souls that came on as guests. And it was such an honor to do, and it was time to move to the next level. So I started Goddess Alchemy Mystery School, or the Mysterium, because it was covering all the work that I was doing. And the Palladians, the Arcturians, they were teaching me at night, etherically, with all these incredible healing tools and activations and chambers of light and transformations. And so they were preparing me for the future to be able to open up to create these programs. And then, of course, in the early 2000s was when I also met with my amazing guide, and so many guide that is awakening so many women across this planet, Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary. And through the connection, through the years of healing, but also clearing myself while I was holding space to connect with all these beautiful, dynamic women across the globe, and healing and reading and activating and traveling and doing all kinds of media work, from TV shows and radio. I was so blessed to be able to be the official psychic for my home city radio station. And then that evolved as they moved to a bigger city. And just holding the space and just how the doors kept opening up has been so utterly mind-blowing, because it's just been such a incredible learning experience. And then as I evolved as well within my abilities, and then was connecting to all these beautiful mentors and hiring other mentors to teach me how to be able to bring this onto the internet, was an amazing experience, because it helped me to anchor it into the physical dimension and align with the computer. Because it was so amazing that they say when a city, or when a civilization is really successful and really in its prime, is when there's the women's circles. And women were trying to bring the circles together, but we ended up all coming and doing the circles online, which is amazing. So it's helping with the evolution and the transmutation and healing of the globe. So now we're globally connected in this beautiful web, surrounding the shimmering luminescent web that surrounds us, connecting us through our hearts, our souls, our wombs. And we're reclaiming our sacredness, our sovereignty, our holiness, and remembering the messages of our womb, the messages from the sacredness of our blood and our transmutation. And it's just become such an incredible experience that it fills me with awe to be able to hold this space. And we have now, I have these one-on-one mentorships that I also do, but I also have created this 13-month program, which is the Sovereign Rose Queen, which is Sophia Magdalene, connecting us back to our divine feminine wisdom. And this program is so close to my heart. It is such an incredible experience to hold the space for all these beautiful women that have joined us on this journey from across the globe, and hold the space and to see them becoming empowered as we heal through their trauma, their wounding, and move through all the stargates of the womb. We just finished this weekend. We did our first stargate and the maiden, and it was such an incredible experience and so uplifting, and such a beautiful radiance of tears and healing that I'm still in awe of what transpired over the weekend. So, I mean, we're just in the first gate. I can't even imagine what's going to happen by the time we reach the 7th or the 8th, and everything that is unfolding with it. It's just been beautiful. So there's such a vastness to this work. And it's not work, it's passion, because it feels like it's just always unfolding, and it's when the ordinary becomes extraordinary. And I feel so blessed and so connected, and that's how we met. And I'm just so grateful for how that all came together. It was just so dynamic. And now you're coming out, you're allowing yourself to be seen and stepping into your radiance, your power, and how you're connecting and helping all these women. It's just such a beautiful experience to be a part of it and to see it and to observe it and witness your radiance. So thank you.
And Charlotte, you know, like it is that whole thing where it's like do rise by lifting each other, and it's a constant co-creation and a constant championing of each other, you know, like that's what it's about. It's about us really. It's like I feel like we're constantly in this mirror state where it's like you're mirroring me and I'm mirroring you and then you mirror me, and together it just can stand and rise, and it's beautiful. I mean, I just absolutely couldn't do any of this by myself with all of the beautiful people that I have in my life at the moment. So, you know, I think what I'd love to talk to you about as well is I'd love to expand on the whole, you know, collective rising of the divine feminine. Definitely, that's like, you know, a mission close to our hearts and definitely our extended networks. And how we can do that, how we can, as women, start to raise the consciousness of the divine feminine on this planet.
We're doing it by healing ourselves one wound at a time, and reaching out and defining the odds and learning how to say that's not okay. I need to change this, and taking the time to be instead of doing, to avoid or deny our aspects. I mean, even just last week, I found the biggest shift was in the brain, because it's all illumination of how we're transmuting our thoughts, even as we're disintegrating and dismantling all the old wounding, because this all comes from thousands of years ago that's been embedded within our DNA. It comes from your bone marrow, your essence, your ancestors. And it's just time for it to come forward. They've been waiting. They knew this would be the time. 2,000-3,000 years afterwards, they knew this was going to happen. And it needed to flow through us. So it actually comes from within. It's not something that we go searching for a cup in a cave in the Middle East somewhere to find the Holy Grail. It's actually within you. And that's the greatest story of all. So
yeah,
one luminous step at a time.
And when we talk about this a lot, you know, it's not constantly trying to pile more things on. It's more of an unfolding and a revealing and a shedding of all of these areas that we're born pure and, you know, gorgeous. And then it's like little by little we get our light dimmed, all of these sort of conditions placed upon us. And, you know, added to that, then karmic wounding, then we've got genetic wounding. I mean, it just goes on and on. And as women, I think definitely one of the biggest challenges for me has been, as you know, becoming visible, because it's like, you know, we've been burned at the stake. We couldn't vote on stake, like literally for being visible. So it's a little wonder that as women, to become really visible and to stand in our power, it's like, oh my goodness, like I'm in danger.
I saw a meme that made me laugh the other day, and it was a bunch of women outside, and it said, why is it that when men get together and they're sitting around a campfire, when men get together and do this, it's known as a barbecue, but when we do it, it's witchcraft?
Right? And this is the thing. We talk about this all the time, that it's like, as women, we have this immense, creative, beautiful energy. We've got a direct connection to source. It's something that happens so naturally for us. With men really have to work at that connection. And so having us with the divine connection, but it's like we still need that masculine container to channel and to...
Absolutely. And it's been so amazing, too, to learn that women have a womb, but so do men. And they're so disconnected from it. It's known as the hara for men. And they are sacred and sovereign too, and their bodies are just as sacred as ours. But the wounding of the thousands of years that we have gone through the darkness has left its mark on all of us. So it's an incredible experience to be here in the now, and for all of us to incarnate at this time in this moment in the eternal now, to step forward and to embrace all that we are. It's not about whether, as you said, the masculine or the feminine being better than the other. It's about equality. It's about unity. It's about balance. It's about that sacred marriage from within. So I pulled a card just as we were saying it, and it comes up as the Great Severing, which is exactly what we're doing. And it's so interesting because it represents Mars energy. And right now, Mars is in its space with Aries, which is war. But it represents, this time we thought war would break out, but it turns out that it was the war on the mind, the war on illusion. So it's incredible how was the illusion of all these years, the illusion that was fed through the whole planet of this type of power. It's mind-blowing how it's just being severed.
Yes, it is and I think that this new age of the rise of the divine feminine, I mean, you know, we went through a big feminist uprising in the 80s, and I think that was really a rebellion against men, you know, like because women were so angry and they needed to really find their voice. But I feel like this time around and in this sort of iteration of that whole thing, it's more about, you know, the woman in me honors the woman in you. The woman in me honors the man in you. It's not about, you know, well, this is wrong or you're wrong. It's about going, well, this is me and that's you, and let's just be ourselves and make this, you know, do good stuff on the planet and you know, move forward. Let's stop fighting about it, you know.
It's beautiful.
So, yeah, I think just finding our power, it's so important. So Charlotte, I also want to talk to you about we talk a lot about divine feminine and divine masculine. We've covered this before, but I think for people that are watching now, because we talk about, you know, the feminine, the masculine, and all of this type of thing, it's really nice, I think, to just sort of, I love your interpretation of that, so that the people watching can actually understand what we mean when we say divine feminine, divine masculine, and how those roles play out, both within us and separately.
Oh, it's funny because I was just thinking about how it's the whole anchoring and the whole from the doing and the beingness, where our feminine energy is about learning to receive, our masculine energy is about doing, but where it all intersects is in the shadow, our ego, and our pain. And the more we recognize and observe our pain and witness it instead of reacting, the better chance we have of not just transmuting it, but anchoring and being present, or being more present without judgment, without prejudice, without fear. But also the other thing that comes to my mind, I was thinking of, is the imposter syndrome, because that is running so rampant as well because of the fear of, well, what if this isn't right? What if I'm doubting? What if I'm doubting myself, my abilities, my talents? So it really actually rises out of the alchemy of the shadow. And we have dark wounds for masculine and for feminine. And a lot of it is all being brought up. This year is such an interesting year. 2020 is the year of absolute transformation, but it's also where we're disintegrating it out of our physical bodies and transmuting. They even say the coronavirus, it actually represents coronation because it comes from within. So it's pulling out from the mechanical parts, the mechanical age, the deep wounding and debris and dust particles and grief of how many hundreds of years that is basically being released out of the body. Activated, the earth's activated, we're activated because we're surrendering, we're actually releasing, because it's not because we want to, but it's also because we have to. The astrology is incredible if you look at it, and all astrologers will tell you they all knew this year was coming and they knew it was going to be powerful. And there's still a few more major alignments that are coming between now and 12/21. And 12/21, so December 21st, the winter solstice, is going to be another massive transmutation, transformation. And this next week, especially leading up into middle of the Aries, we're really working through our physical and our I am presence. So it's a very integrated, I mean, I want to say the word frustrated, where the fury was, where the pain was, where the grief was. that needs to be addressed. That's what Mars has been coming up too, with the conflict of everything that we've swallowed or that we have suppressed. And you're not kombucha, you know, you can't keep fermenting that stuff. Our ancestors fermented it for thousands of years. So, you know, it's time to go. So you may need to go out and throw some axes or break some dishes and release vocally. And it's funny too, because I've had so many women in sessions this year talking about how they were having so much issues within their throat and their higher heart chakra. And then I would see Anubis come forward, which was an absolutely mind-blowing experience the first time he showed up in session with me, because I'd never seen him before like that. And he is the guardian of the underworld, and he is one of the Egyptian deities, for those who aren't aware, who oversees the underworld. And he was here to help with breaking the seals of silence and secrecy. It was time to bring it all forward, time to heal, time to open up the words and be able to communicate, not be suppressing, whether you were masculine and feminine. And through all the lifetimes where we've had our past lives, we have had lifetimes where we've been male, female, different races. So it's interesting how in this life it's about just knowing how much you want to clear, how much you want to transmute. So it has not, I wish it could just be a one-worded answer, but topic. I could go on about this forever. So
like you have like discussions, like, you know, lengthy discussions about all of this stuff. And it's what I love about everyone in my circle right now is that
double mission. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Go ahead. So we love in your circle.
Yeah, well, it's just everyone in my circle is like, you know, these are the conversations that we're having. This is what we're talking about. It's like, how do we rise up ourselves? How do we embody our own power? And then how do we use that to make a positive impact on those around us? And then, you know, our greater community, the world. So, and I think it's important to remember that as women, I think for a long time we've tried to do business like men, and it just doesn't work for us, you know. And we are, because we are so in tune with, you know, the earth, and because we are such organic beings, we are so creative, and we are so there's a whole different way. We're not good at compartmentalizing as well as men do. Men just sort of go, they get a direction, they go straight for it. Whereas for us, it's like it needs to be a full embodied experience, which means owning our beauty, understanding our unique beauty. How do we then take that and then express that? And, you know, how do we become the very right? And exactly, the moment we do that, then all of that jealousy, all the competitiveness, all of that stuff just falls away, because then it's like, well, my beauty recognizes your beauty, you know, my brilliance recognizes your brilliance. And there's a mutual appreciation, because it's like we just keep adding to each other's game, which I just love. You know, I just think it's beautiful.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. It's a really good time for us to be, you know, like you said, alive and on this planet. So
yeah, and you know, I was thinking too, Ho'oponopono is a really great way to do it too, because whenever you feel activated by somebody, you take it on. You take responsibility and ownership for whatever that wound is, whatever that you're feeling, and then you're healing yourself, your community, your family, your country, your region. It just keeps growing and growing, because we heal the world one person at a time, starting with ourselves.
Absolutely. And if we can spark each other, like if you're already a spark or you're a light, then you can just go and spark someone else's light, just like, you know, Shazam. So it's really
keep it going.
Okay, well, also, Charlotte, I just love having you with me, and I love having you in my life. I love working with you. I mean, it's just been,
I feel the same way.
it's a beautiful part of my journey, and it's really helped me to realize, you know, this next stage, which is delivering this beautiful program that I really feel like allows women to embody themselves, and then once you sort of have the beauty blueprint, to be able to then transfer that into your brand, how to then, you know, monetize that, sell it, package it, and then how to get over those visibility issues so that you can turn up live. Because for me, we know the visibility thing, and you've done so much work with me on this, has been huge. And I just want everyone to know also that within our group program, that Charlotte is a part of that. So she comes and does activations once a month within the group to really help ground in and help to really help them to really embody and to really come out of themselves and to tune in and, you know, align themselves with spirit and with themselves and with each other. Like, it's whatever work I have done with Charlotte on a group level, she's going to come in once a month and literally share her amazing work with you guys. So that is such a blessing to me, Charlotte.
So honored.
Well, yeah, I just want to share all of the amazing people, experiences, and everything that's helped me get to this point in my journey. I want to be able to share that with as many women as possible. So you're definitely a huge part of that for me. And I'm so grateful that you're willing to give that level of support to the group as well.
My pleasure. It's an honor to be able to hold this space and to see all the incredible work you're about to do and to be a part of it. It is, I can't even begin to speak about how much it means to me.
Oh, thank you, Charlotte. Thank you so much. I just appreciate you so much. And I'm watching on the 23rd, which I think is Friday, Australian time. It's Thursday, US time. I'm going live and doing a live class, and it'll be a free class so that it can sort of take you through the strategy that I've used to go from literally brought to my knees with a debilitating illness and losing my entire life as I knew it, including my health, and rebuilding myself until this point right now, which is pretty much my greatest triumph to date. I mean, we don't know what tomorrow holds, but you know, so far I'm definitely at the best point I've ever been in. So if you do want to join us on the 23rd, then please do that. If you want to know how you can be a part of Rise of the Woman's Woman, which is the group program that will be launching on November 9th, you can reach out to us. We're taking some pre-enrollments. We're still, we're still working all of that out, but definitely reach out to us, and we are more than happy to talk to you about how you can get involved with that. So, I think, do I have anything else that I need to say here, Charlotte? Do you have anything that you would like to say to anyone before we sort of go ahead and announce the winners?
November 9th, you couldn't have picked a better day. That's the day that Mars turns direct. And so the energy will feel like it's really whoosh, moving you forward. So you're going to feel this really strong empowerment about moving ahead and really wanting to get things done. So you couldn't have picked a better day to watch.
Yeah.
The Mercury is at a retrograde.
Yeah, because at the moment it's like flying by the seat of our pants. I mean, I'm so grateful to have the team behind me that can do all of this stuff. I cannot.
They are so amazing.
I mean, this is where I'm very aware of my divine feminine energy, and that I need that masculine sort of structure. And so for me, it's very hard to be in two modes at once. So my team is definitely the container, the structure, and they are just the most beautiful group of people, and then the 10, right? So I think, Kyam, hello, if you're there. Where am I on track? Are we announcing a winner? What are we doing here? Are we going to do that after, or what do you guys? I'm just having a look here.
While you're still waiting, how about that? The void. Look at this. The void. Allow it to unfold the way that it should. But I love the next card that I pulled. Big picture thinking. Isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful.
And it connects you to the sky too. So it's all the realms. The higher, the lower, as above, so below, so within, so without. It's amazing.
And
cosmic wisdom.
One thing we haven't said in this conversation, Charlotte, which we always say in all of our conversations, is the spiral.
What happened? Mercury retrograde. Spun it out.
So who is watching at the moment? Does anyone have any questions at the moment for Charlotte? Does anyone want to know more about the group program? I can probably talk to you guys a little bit more about that as well.
What's your favorite part of creating the program for everybody?
My favorite part of creating the program, Charlotte, it's been, literally with that first module that I did, which is the Red Goddess Makeover, it was just, as I was writing this and putting all of the things into place and really thinking about how did I rebuild myself from that moment where I was on my knees. I was just like, oh my goodness, okay, it literally started with gratitude, and then I took myself back there and just took myself through that whole journey of reimagining, reawakening, redesigning myself, because I lost everything. So I had to really go back to my creative roots. I had to go back to what really I guess like my humble beginnings in style, in makeup, and all of that stuff. So that was such a beautiful process. But then, for me, the program is all about, it's like the inner work, the outer work, the embodiment, the connection, and then getting our beautiful blueprint, because everyone has their own divine beauty blueprint. So really discovering what is your divine blueprint. How do you then bring that out? Because once you see it, you can't unsee it, right? And then it's really like we do a lot of the fun stuff, like all of the actual physical makeup and styling, but then it's really about getting into the business side of things as well. It's like, right, you've got this beauty blueprint, you've got this gorgeous, you really know how you want to be physically represented. So let's now infuse that into everything. Let's take that. Let's show you how to put that into your brand. Let's show you how to design a beautiful soul-aligned brand. And then let's take you through the sales process. How do you sell yourself without being, gross and sleazy and icky? How do you, how do you gauge and connect with your soul clients? And then how do you get all of that beautiful stuff about you and really put that together in a meaningful way? And then we go into the whole marketing of it. We get into
it's incredible. You're covering so many bases. It's so multidimensional, multi-layered. You're getting so much for this incredible experience. It's beautiful. And I'm so honored to be a part of it and to watch you step into your radiance and your greater power, and to see all these beautiful women who are going to be stepping in. It's amazing.
And it's a really exciting thing to be able to give. And like I was saying, I was on a call this morning, and on my sister Sarah, she's saying, I'm taking it all in, yet can definitely say from being in the conversations with Cinti, I've already started changing and embracing my divine. Oh,
that's so beautiful.
It makes me so happy because it is. And if you think Conversations with Cinti is a vortex, like this group is like literally going to be the most beautiful vortex. Like by being in there, things are going to start to shift just by being in the group. So I'm just so excited to have, that's it. Sarah says, my heart lifts every time I watch the wonderful women, which is just beautiful. Yeah, right. They are such beautiful women. This was the whole motivation behind Conversations with Cinti. It was about, how do I share? Because what do I do? Every day I'm having these amazing conversations. I'm talking with the most beautiful women about the most
amazing.
Right? And then I'm like, I want to share this, I want to share this with everyone. I want people to understand. I want women to understand that these are the conversations that we should be having with each other. Not talking, yes, as women, yes, we do need to speak about emotions and feelings and partners and family, but there are also so many other things that we can talk about and that we can,
absolutely, and broaden the scope and embrace that. Absolutely.
Right? It's about how to, yes, let's you know, obviously women, we digest our problems by usually vocalizing them and sharing them. We're very much about community, but it's also like gorgeous women. There's so much more for us to elevate our conversations and for us to talk about, you know, there's so much more. And part of that is starting to really connect in and understand that we are divine conduits. You know? Every woman is a channel, which is just, you've opened that up for me most definitely. Remember, it's like I had those inklings, like
now.
yeah, I keep getting these downloads, and you're like, babe, you're a divine channel. Let's open it up,
go, baby.
like, whoa.
That's so beautiful. This is gonna be epic.
It is. I'm so excited. Erin's on. She's saying deep conversations, deeply connect, embrace our divine feminine. Yes, that's exactly.
There's gonna be a lot more of those coming.
Right? And yeah, and Pauline is saying that is the full package for sure. Yes, like this is and the thing is, it's available to all of us. This is the thing about it. It's not. I don't sit here from a point of exclusivity saying, well, here I am, Cinti, and, you know, if you want to be all this, it's like, no, I'm here. Like, you guys, we're all here together, you know. If I can do this, you can do this. If I'm capable, you are capable. Like, it's not about that I've got some special, you know, thing about me. I have my unique gifts, but just as I have my unique gifts, then each and every one of us has those too. And it's not about wanting the gifts of the woman. It's about wanting your own and embracing your own, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So amazing.
Let me see what the team's got to say here. Oh, I did greet the audience. Christelle's going, greet the audience. So,
hello, beautiful people.
Charlotte, do you have anything, a message that you want to give to everyone who's watching at the moment?
Not to get caught up in all the crazy that's happening right now, and because there's a lot of it. And the real key is the chaos that is unfolding right now is chaos that needs to happen. It is divinely orchestrated. It is divinely unfolding as it should. So please don't get caught up in the whole craziness of it, because it is necessary. Just like when we have to have thunderstorms or rains, not all storms are here to destroy us. Some of the storms are here to clear the path for us. They're here to wash away the pain, the grief, to help to rinse off the wounding. So what we're experiencing right now and what we're going through in this moment right now is that unfolding. And as crazy as things seem right now and bonkers as the energy has been feeling, try to get as much rest as you possibly can, stay hydrated, and really focus on keeping your boundaries, your space, and being sovereign. So in other words, sovereign is to make sure that you keep your energy clear and you claim it as your space. Because what it does then is it helps you to recognize instantly when you're absorbing or feeling energies from outside of you. And it helps you to stay calm, stay peaceful while the storm is passing. We can't deny the storm or run away from it. We have to embrace it. So take that time right now. If you're really feeling some stress related to it too, a really beautiful mantra is just to say, all is well, everything is in divine and perfect order, or this too shall pass. These are all ones we've heard many times before, but they work. And try to get outside and get grounded. Try to be as aligned as you possibly can, no matter where you are on the planet, to stay connected to the earth, and it will pass. You'll find too, you're much clearer afterwards too.
Gorgeous, Charlotte. That's so good. That's Erin claiming your space. I love this. And
Thank you, Erin.
Grounding in, we all need to do that. I mean, there are days when I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Oh, last week I thought my head was gonna blow up.
I was just like, what is on with this energy, right? And it was like, for me, this past week has just been like this lightning speed where it's like, and I've just had to go, okay, it's good. I'm still here, just one foot in front of this, but, you know? Yeah, so doing that.
Take a deep breath, inhale through the nose, And exhale. And ladies, bring your focus to your womb space at your second chakra. Gentlemen, to your root, which is at the base of your spine. Visualize the tube of light, the width of your body, going into the center of the earth. And just release anything that has been holding back. You'll feel a beautiful flow. Some of you may even feel a bit of a rising kundalini, if you know what I'm saying. It's all good. It's all natural. Just surrender, release, let go. And visualize a bubble of white light around you. See and feel the clarity. See, sense, and feel the clarity around you, through your aura body hologram. And we'll say, as a sovereign being of light, we now claim our energy field. And any being or entity that has been fueling us with any fear must leave now. We honor you and wish you well, but you cannot stay here anymore. Through the laws of divine will, the energies of divine grace, it is now so, and so it is.
Beautiful. And that gorgeous, I am the winner. Aha! The winner, yes! The winner is Sarah Tallulah Scott. So the
Yay!
Just so everyone knows, I don't choose the winner. That was the team, and so it's so excited that you get to win that because you absolutely deserve this. So that is awesome. Woo, Sarah. Charlotte, thank you so very much for being a part of my life, for the journey, and for being on this life with me today. I couldn't think of anyone better to do this, to pop this cherry and this maiden.
So honored to pop this cherry with you, baby. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be a part of this.
Yeah, same. So thank you to every single gorgeous person that joined us on live today. Make sure that you join us 23rd, which is, like I said, it's the 23rd. It'll be Thursday or Friday. So I think it's the 22nd if you're US time, 23rd if you're Australian time. All the details are on the page. I'm giving away a free class, and I want you to all join me there because we'll be sharing more about of the great stuff that we've got in store for you. So we know I'm good at goodbyes. So I'm terrible. I'm good. It's a good affirmation. I am good. I'm getting better at goodbyes.
In divine timing.
So much. Thank you to everyone that joined us. And we will see you very, very, very soon.
Thank you. Mahalo.
Hello.
As women, we juggle different roles in life. Wife, mother, employee, and daughter. At some point, we have all been told, directly or indirectly, that we shouldn't pursue something, to play it safe, not be too loud, or too much, or too beautiful, or not beautiful enough. Don't ever let somebody tell you that you are not enough, that your dreams are too big, or that you can't do something. Surround yourself with women who want you to rise, who celebrate your success, who believe in your dreams. Together, let's help each other to rise. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be heard. Divine woman, you deserve to rise. I am Cinti, and I am a woman's woman.
I'm Dawn Richard, a conscious love coach.
I am Paulina Malmi. I'm a mindset transformation mentor.
I am Shelley, and I work as an empowerment and transformation coach.
I'm Charlotte, and I'm an Oracle of Destiny.
I am Benedict Ertzen, inspiring leader and business mentor.
I am Paula. I work as a space curator.
I am Tulay. I work as a producer in the film and television industry.
My passions are dance, travel, and my Wake Up to Real Love podcast.
And my passion is to help strong women overcome burnout.
My dream is to be a catalyst for the healing and empowerment of women.
My passion is to help women to remember the throne of their inner queendom, to remember that they're sovereign, sacred, and holy.
My passion are the projects that I get to create, help bring to life, and then share with the world.
We rise together, goddesses, by remembering our sacred feminine wisdom.
We will rise by lifting others.
I am possible, and I am.
And I am
a woman's woman.
Gorgeous woman, you are not meant to do this alone, and the reality is that you're not. Literally, you have a whole system waiting here for you. You have my whole team waiting here for you. You have me waiting here for you. All you have to do is reach out, click that link, and get in touch with us. And together, we will rise.
I am Cinti, and I am a woman's woman.